Ladies and gentlemen, I want to talk to you today about an incredibly powerful mindset: be silent and act as if you have nothing to lose. Now, this doesn't mean living carelessly or recklessly. No. What it means is stepping into your life with a deep understanding of your own strength and purpose. It's about shedding the fear that holds so many of us back and acting with confidence, clarity, and courage. We all have moments in life where fear tries to hold us down: fear of failure, of judgment, of rejection. And most people, when faced with such fear, play it safe. They talk a lot, they second guess, and they hesitate. But the most successful people, those who rise above the crowd, do something different. They are silent in the face of adversity and act as if there is nothing to lose. When you act with that mindset, you stop holding yourself back with doubts. You stop being paralyzed by the opinion of others. You stop worrying about what could go wrong. Instead, you embrace the opportunity to grow and to take action. And here's the truth: when you act as if you have nothing to lose, you're free. You're free to take risks, to learn from mistakes, and to ultimately succeed beyond your imagination. It's time we all step up and take control of our lives with this mindset. Let's become the people who don't hesitate, who don't play small, and who don't fear failure. Let's act as if we have nothing to lose, because in truth, the only thing we truly risk losing is the chance to become the best version of ourselves. Stop letting fear of failure or judgment dictate your decisions. When you act like you have nothing to lose, fear becomes irrelevant. How many people spend too much time doubting themselves? Be silent about your uncertainties and take action anyway. You cannot control every outcome, but you can control your actions. So act with intention and purpose without worrying about things outside your control. Acting as if you have nothing to lose doesn't mean abandoning values. It means taking bold action while staying true to your principles. Confidence is built through doing. The more you act without hesitation, the more confident you will become. When you realize you have nothing to lose, you stop wasting time. Every moment becomes an opportunity for growth. Understand that setbacks are part of the process. When you act as if you have nothing to lose, you are prepared to bounce back stronger each time. Life is short. Don't wait for perfect conditions or the right moment. Act now and take risks, because the longer you wait, the more opportunities you lose. By living in this way, you will begin to see how many possibilities open up for you when you refuse to be held back by fear or self-doubt. The key is to act without hesitation and without the weight of thinking you have anything to lose. Fear is something that holds many people back. It keeps them from reaching their potential, from taking risks, and from stepping into the life they truly desire. But here's the thing: fear is a natural part of being human, and if you allow it to control you, it will keep you from ever moving forward. The key to success is not to get rid of fear entirely, but to learn how to move forward in spite of it. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of making mistakes, all of these can paralyze us. They make us question our abilities, our worth, and whether we are on the right path. And it's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that the best way to avoid failure is to play it safe. But playing it safe means you never truly live. It means you never take risks, never push yourself, and never see what you are truly capable of achieving. The most successful people, the ones who truly make an impact in the world, have learned how to act in spite of their fears. They understand that fear is simply a signal that they are stepping into new territory, and that's exactly where growth happens. When you embrace fearlessness, you don't ignore fear, you acknowledge it, and then you choose to move forward anyway. You take action even when it's uncomfortable, even when it's uncertain. Imagine living each day as if you have nothing to lose. When you stop worrying about what could go wrong and start focusing on what could go right, you start to experience a whole new level of freedom. The fear of failure doesn't hold you back anymore, because you realize that failure is simply a stepping stone to success. It's not the end, it's part of the journey. Fearlessness isn't about being reckless or abandoning caution. It's about trusting yourself, your instincts, and your ability to handle whatever comes your way. When you embrace fearlessness, you let go of the need for perfect conditions and you step boldly into your future, knowing that each step you take will bring you closer to the person you are meant to become. You act with confidence, not because you have all the answers, but because you are committed to moving forward regardless of the obstacles in your way. Doubt is one of the most powerful forces that holds us back in life. It whispers in our ears, telling us we're not good enough, that we're not capable, or that we're not worthy of success. And for many people, doubt becomes a constant companion, a voice that undermines their confidence and keeps them from taking the actions that could transform their lives. But here's the truth: doubt doesn't help you. It doesn't protect you. It only keeps you stuck in place, questioning every decision, every opportunity, and every step forward. The key to success is not allowing those doubts to control your actions. You see, everyone experiences doubt at some point. It's a part of being human. But the most successful people are the ones who learn to quiet those doubts, who don't allow them to dictate their behavior. Instead, they act despite the doubts. They move forward with faith in their abilities, even when they're unsure of the outcome. When you silence your doubts, you stop second-guessing yourself at every turn. You stop asking, what if this doesn't work, and start asking, what if this does work? Instead of being paralyzed by fear of the unknown, you embrace the uncertainty as a part of the process. You understand that nothing great was ever achieved without some level of uncertainty. If you wait for doubt to disappear before taking action, you'll be waiting forever. The most successful people have learned to take imperfect action. They don't wait for the perfect moment or the perfect plan. They know that by taking action, even when they're unsure, they will learn, they will grow, and they will adapt. It's through doing that they get the clarity they need. They don't need to have everything figured out. They simply need to take the next step and trust that the rest will fall into place. Silencing your doubts means having faith in yourself and your ability to figure things out as you go. It means trusting that you have the resources, the determination, and the resilience to handle whatever comes your way. And it's through that faith that you will begin to see results. When you stop doubting yourself and start believing in your own potential, you open the door to endless possibilities. The moment you silence your doubts is the moment you start living with purpose and power. You begin to realize that the only thing standing between you and your goals is the story you tell yourself about what's possible. And when you choose to believe in yourself, there's nothing that can stop you. One of the most powerful lessons you can learn in life is the importance of focusing on what you can control. Far too many people spend their energy worrying about things they have no influence over: the economy, the weather, the actions of others, and as a result, they feel powerless. They get caught up in frustration and fear, and it stops them from making any progress. But the key to success is understanding that there are always things within your control, and those are the things you should focus on. You cannot control every outcome, and you certainly can't control other people. That's a fact. But you can control how you respond to challenges, how you manage your time, how you think, and how you take action. These are the things that matter most. When you focus on what you can control, you shift your mindset from a place of helplessness to one of power. Think about your daily habits. The way you start your day, how you organize your time, and how you work toward your goals, these are all within your control. If you wake up each day with a positive attitude, a clear plan, and a willingness to take action, you are setting yourself up for success. Your actions today create your results tomorrow. That's the power you have. The mistake most people make is spending too much time obsessing over things they cannot change. They dwell on what went wrong in the past or worry about what might happen in the future. The problem with that approach is simple: it robs you of the present moment and keeps you from taking action on what truly matters. When you focus on what you can control, you stop wasting energy on things outside of your influence. Instead, you invest your time and effort into what truly matters: your decisions, your attitude, your effort. This shift in focus leads to more productivity, more clarity, and more progress. Another key element of focusing on what you can control is taking responsibility for your own results. It's easy to blame others or external circumstances when things don't go your way. But the real secret to success lies in taking full responsibility for your life. You may not have control over every event, but you have control over how you respond to those events, how you choose to react, how you choose to learn from mistakes, and how you choose to keep moving forward. All of that is up to you. When you focus on what you can control, you are choosing to take charge of your life. You stop being a passive observer and become an active participant in shaping your future. Every small action you take, every choice you make, moves you closer to your goals. And over time, those small, consistent actions add up to massive change. You don't have to wait for the perfect circumstances to act. You don't need to wait for the approval of others or for things to settle down before you begin. You start right now with the resources you have and the control you possess over your thoughts and actions. That's where the power lies, in the choices you make today, not in the things you can't control tomorrow. So focus on what you can control, and you'll begin to see how much impact you can have on your own life. Living with integrity is about being true to your values, your beliefs, and your word. It's about aligning your actions with your principles, no matter the circumstances. Integrity is the foundation upon which lasting success is built. Without it, everything else you achieve is hollow, because it's the character you build that defines the quality of your success. You can accumulate wealth, gain status, or receive recognition, but without integrity, you will never feel fulfilled or truly proud of what you've accomplished. The truth is, it's easy to be tempted to cut corners, to do what's convenient or what seems like the easy way out. But integrity demands more. It asks for consistency. It asks for honesty, not just with others, but most importantly, with yourself. It asks you to do the right thing even when no one is watching. And it requires you to stand by your word, even when it's difficult or uncomfortable. When you live with integrity, you build trust. And trust is the currency of successful relationships, both personal and professional. People gravitate toward those who are reliable, who say what they mean and do what they say. When you maintain integrity, you give others confidence in you. They know they can count on you, and that's a rare commodity in a world where many people are willing to compromise their values for short-term gain. The beauty of living with integrity is that it brings peace of mind. When you are aligned with your core values, you don't have to worry about the consequences of your actions. You don't have to remember what story you told to cover up a lie because you've told the truth from the start. You don't have to hide or live in fear of being exposed because your actions and words have been consistent from the beginning. This peace of mind is a powerful thing because it allows you to focus on growth and progress instead of worrying about maintaining a facade. One of the greatest benefits of integrity is that it keeps you grounded. In times of success, when things are going well and the world seems to be at your feet, integrity keeps you humble. It reminds you that your achievements are only as valuable as the character you bring to them. In times of adversity, when the road gets tough and the challenges seem insurmountable, integrity gives you the strength to carry on. It gives you the resilience to stand tall when others might falter, knowing that you have nothing to hide. But living with integrity also means being accountable. It means owning up to your mistakes, apologizing when necessary, and making amends when you fall short. No one is perfect, and mistakes will happen. But it's in how you handle those mistakes that your integrity shines. Taking responsibility, learning from the experience, and striving to do better, that's what integrity demands. Finally, living with integrity means living authentically. It means being yourself unapologetically. It means standing firm in your beliefs, even when they are not popular or when others might challenge you. Integrity is not about pleasing everyone or conforming to the expectations of others. It's about staying true to who you are and what you stand for, regardless of outside pressures. When you choose to live with integrity, you set yourself on a path that leads to lasting success, respect, and personal fulfillment. It's the kind of success that cannot be taken away because it is built on a solid, unshakable foundation. And that, my friends, is a life well lived. Confidence is not something you're born with, nor is it a trait that you can simply wish for. It's something that is built day by day through the actions you take. Many people think that they need to feel confident before they can act, but that's a backward way of thinking. The truth is, confidence comes from doing, not from waiting. Confidence is a result of action. The more you act, the more you believe in your ability to handle challenges, solve problems, and overcome obstacles. Imagine this: you can't expect to be confident about something you've never done. Whether it's learning a new skill, starting a new business, or even having a difficult conversation, confidence comes when you face the task and push through it. At first, you may feel unsure or uncomfortable, but it's in that discomfort, that uncertainty, where growth happens. With every small step you take, your confidence grows. Every time you succeed, even in a small way, you are proving to yourself that you are capable. Too often, people wait for the perfect moment to act, thinking that they need to be fully prepared or feeling completely sure of themselves before taking action. But here's the truth: there is no such thing as perfect. You'll never be fully ready, and you'll never have everything figured out. The secret is to start anyway. The more you do, the more prepared you become. And with each action, you'll find that your confidence begins to build. When you act, you learn. And when you learn, you gain the knowledge that you are capable of handling whatever comes your way. Even if things don't go as planned, you gain valuable experience that will make you more skilled and more confident the next time. The key to growing your confidence is to embrace action, to move through the fear, and to keep pushing yourself beyond your comfort zone. It's not about being perfect from the start. It's about getting better each time you try. Another thing about confidence is that it is deeply tied to self-trust. The more you act, the more you build a relationship with yourself where you trust your ability to handle whatever comes your way. You trust that you will do your best, and you trust that you can learn from the mistakes along the way. Self-trust is the foundation of confidence, and you can only develop it through action. Think about the people you admire. Chances are they're not more talented or gifted than you, they simply have more experience. And with experience comes confidence. You see, confidence is built through trial and error, through small successes, and through learning from your failures. It's not about getting everything right the first time, it's about continuing to take action no matter the outcome. It's also important to remember that confidence is contagious. When you take action, it not only boosts your own confidence, but it inspires others to act as well. People are drawn to those who are willing to step out, take risks, and put themselves out there. Your courage becomes a source of inspiration, and before long, you'll see that your confidence has not only grown, but it's positively impacting everyone around you. So if you're waiting for confidence to magically appear before you take action, stop. The confidence you seek comes from doing. Start now. Take that first step, even if you don't feel entirely sure. Take action, and with each action, you'll feel more capable, more strong, and more confident. Confidence doesn't come from waiting for the perfect moment. It comes from making the most of the moment you have right now. The more you do, the more confident you'll become. Time is the one thing that once spent can never be regained. It is a finite resource, and yet so many people treat it as if it were endless. They squander it, waste it, and allow it to slip through their fingers, all while thinking they have plenty more where that came from. But the truth is, time is your most valuable asset. It is the one resource you can never buy back, no matter how much money you have, no matter how successful you become, and no matter how many opportunities you might miss. Every moment you waste is a moment you can never get back. And once time is gone, it's gone for good. The most successful people understand the value of time. They know that every minute counts, and they treat each day as if it were a precious commodity. They don't waste time on things that don't matter, and they certainly don't wait for the perfect moment to take action. They understand that time is limited, and so they focus on making every moment count. The question is, are you? We all have the same 24 hours in a day, but how we use those hours determines the trajectory of our lives. You can spend your time on activities that bring you closer to your goals, or you can waste it on distractions, procrastination, or things that don't contribute to your growth. The key is being intentional with how you use your time. Ask yourself, are you investing your time in things that align with your values and your aspirations? Or are you letting time slip away without purpose or direction? The difference between those who achieve great things and those who don't often boils down to how they manage their time. Successful people don't just work hard, they work smart. They prioritize their time, focusing on the things that will have the greatest impact. They understand that time spent on low-value activities is time they can never get back. And they make sure to use their time wisely, investing in personal development, building relationships, and pursuing their passions. Time is also the great equalizer. No one gets more time than anyone else. Whether you're wealthy, poor, young, or old, you have the same 24 hours each day. What matters is how you choose to use those hours. The decisions you make today will determine how you look back at your life tomorrow. Will you be proud of how you spent your time? Will you be able to look back and say that you used your time wisely, that you pursued your goals with determination, and that you lived a life of purpose? Every day you are faced with choices. You can spend your time mindlessly scrolling through social media, binge watching shows, or doing things that don't contribute to your future. Or you can invest your time in activities that will help you grow, learn, and build the life you want. It's all about where you choose to focus your time. The person who spends their time learning new skills, working on their goals, and building valuable relationships is the person who will ultimately see the greatest return on their investment. Time also teaches us the importance of discipline. It's easy to fall into the trap of procrastination or to let time slip away while we wait for the right time to start. But the truth is, there is no right time. The right time is now. If you wait until everything is perfect, you'll be waiting forever. The key is to take action, no matter how small, and to keep moving forward with purpose and focus. As you look at how you're spending your time, ask yourself, are you investing it in things that will move you closer to your goals? Or are you wasting it on things that won't matter in the long run? The truth is, you can always make more money, find more opportunities, and even rebuild relationships, but you can never get back lost time. Once it's gone, it's gone. So make every moment count. Use your time wisely. Prioritize your most important tasks. Eliminate distractions and focus on what truly matters, because time is your most valuable asset, and how you choose to use it will ultimately determine the kind of life you lead. When you realize the true value of time, you'll begin to see every day as an opportunity, a chance to invest in your future, to grow, and to create a life that you can be proud of. Don't waste it. Time is the one thing you can't afford to lose. Life is full of challenges, and adversity is something that will inevitably come your way. Whether it's a setback in your career, a personal struggle, or a roadblock that seems impossible to overcome, Adversity is a part of the journey. But here's what most people don't realize: adversity doesn't define you. What defines you is how you respond to it. It's your resilience, your ability to bounce back, to keep moving forward when things seem tough. When times get tough, it's easy to feel defeated, to want to give up, or to throw in the towel. But the most successful people in life are not those who avoid adversity. They are the ones who embrace it, learn from it, and emerge stronger because of it. They understand that adversity is a part of life's process. It's not something to fear, but something to face head on. Resilience is a mindset. It's the ability to see beyond the current struggle and know that it's just a temporary part of your journey. Every challenge you face is an opportunity for growth. When you learn to be resilient, you start to see obstacles as stepping stones rather than roadblocks. You realize that adversity doesn't break you, it molds you. It teaches you valuable lessons about who you are, what you're capable of, and how much stronger you can become when you refuse to give up. The key to resilience is staying focused on your long-term goals. It's easy to get caught up in the pain and frustration of the moment, but successful people understand that the present moment is just a small piece of the bigger picture. They don't allow temporary setbacks to derail them from their vision. Instead, they use adversity as fuel to push them forward. They know that the road to success is rarely straight. It's filled with detours, obstacles, and challenges. And they're ready to face them. One of the most important aspects of resilience is the ability to maintain a positive attitude. It's natural to feel discouraged when things aren't going your way, but how you manage your emotions in those moments is crucial. Resilient individuals don't let negative circumstances dictate their mood or outlook. They keep their attitude positive and they stay focused on the things they can control. A positive attitude is like a shield that protects you from the negativity that can come with adversity. It helps you stay motivated and reminds you that this too shall pass. Another vital part of resilience is adaptability. Life is unpredictable, and things don't always go according to plan. Resilient people understand that flexibility is key. They don't rigidly stick to a plan that's no longer working. Instead, they adapt, adjust, and keep moving forward. They understand that flexibility in the face of adversity is not a sign of weakness, it's a sign of strength. It's about finding new solutions and new ways to get back on track. Resilience is also about perseverance. It's about showing up day after day, even when the road is tough. It's about continuing to put in the effort, even when the results aren't immediate. Success doesn't happen overnight, and neither does overcoming adversity. It requires consistent effort, patience, and a refusal to quit. When you develop perseverance, you build a mental toughness that allows you to keep going, no matter how challenging the situation may seem. One thing that resilient people understand is the importance of learning from adversity. Every failure, every setback, every difficult experience carries with it a lesson. Resilient individuals are always asking themselves, what can I learn from this? How can I grow from this experience? They don't see failure as a permanent condition, they see it as a valuable lesson. And with each lesson learned, they become better equipped to handle the next challenge that comes their way. Ultimately, resilience is about refusing to be defeated. It's about understanding that adversity is not the end, it's merely a part of the journey. Every great accomplishment, every success story is filled with moments of adversity. What sets the successful apart is their ability to rise up, to keep moving forward, and to transform those challenges into opportunities. Life is not about avoiding hardships, it's about how you face them. And when you embrace resilience, you learn that no matter how difficult things may get, you have the strength to push through and come out stronger on the other side. So when adversity comes knocking, don't shrink away, stand tall. Embrace the struggle, because it's shaping you into the person you're meant to become. Resilience is the ability to endure, to stay strong, and to keep going no matter what. And it's that resilience that will carry you to the success you're capable of achieving. Time moves quickly, and we often underestimate just how fast it passes. One moment, we're planning our future, setting goals, and imagining all that we will achieve. The next, we look back and realize that years have gone by. The opportunities we once thought would always be there have slipped away, not because they disappeared, but because we didn't act on them with the urgency they deserved. That's why you must live with a sense of urgency. A sense of urgency is the awareness that life is short, and the time to act is now, not tomorrow, not next week, and certainly not next year. People who live with urgency understand that their dreams won't wait. They know that opportunities don't last forever, and success doesn't happen by accident. It happens by taking decisive action in the present, by seizing the moment and moving forward with purpose. The most successful people are those who don't waste time. They're not waiting for the perfect conditions or the ideal moment. They create those moments through their actions. It's easy to put things off, to tell yourself, I'll get to that later, but here's the problem. Later has a funny way of becoming never. Life happens, and distractions will always be there. If you don't take action now, the opportunities you have today could be gone tomorrow. Living with a sense of urgency means understanding that the future is built on the choices you make today. It's about realizing that each moment is valuable and that if you want to achieve your goals, you have to act quickly and decisively. This doesn't mean you rush without thinking, but it means you don't procrastinate. It means you make the most of the time you have. Successful people don't sit around waiting for inspiration to strike. They go out and create their own momentum. They know that the longer they delay, the further they push their dreams out of reach. So they act now, even when things aren't perfect. They understand that perfection will never come if you're always waiting for the right time. A sense of urgency also means putting aside distractions and focusing on what truly matters. It means prioritizing your time and energy on the tasks that will move you closer to your goals. Too often we get sidetracked by the trivial things, the small tasks that don't really matter in the long run. We fill our days with activities that don't contribute to our future success, and in doing so, we rob ourselves of time. When you live with urgency, you focus on the things that have the greatest impact and don't waste your energy on things that won't move you forward. When you adopt a sense of urgency, you stop waiting for things to happen and start making them happen. You become proactive. You take charge of your life and your future. Every action you take, every decision you make, brings you closer to your goals. You understand that success is not about waiting for the right time, but about creating the right time through your actions. You don't let fear or doubt hold you back because you know that the longer you wait, the more opportunities you risk losing. Living with urgency also brings a sense of clarity. It forces you to focus on what's truly important. When you know that your time is limited, you become more aware of where you're investing your energy. You become less distracted by the noise around you and more focused on the big picture. You realize that the things that matter most are the things you need to act on now, not later. A sense of urgency is what propels you forward, even when you face obstacles or setbacks. When life gets tough, the person who has urgency doesn't stop, they push through. They don't wait for things to get easier, they get stronger. They understand that every challenge is an opportunity for growth, and that time lost in hesitation or fear is time they'll never get back. They are relentless in their pursuit of their dreams because they know that the longer they wait, the further their goals slip away. Don't wait for the perfect moment to take action. Don't wait for circumstances to line up exactly as you want them. Take advantage of the present because it is the only moment you can control. The world moves fast, and so should you. Take responsibility for your future and start today. When you live with a sense of urgency, you align your actions with your aspirations and you make sure that every day counts.